Today, I want to talk about a topic which I feel is very important, but is often not talked about. And it's the career existential crisis, which so many people experience. And they don't talk about it because they feel that something is wrong with them. And because of that, they suffer a lot. And when I say career existential crisis, what I'm referring to is hitting a point in your career where you followed the formula that you're supposed to follow. You did everything that you were supposed to do, but yet you're not feeling what you're expecting to feel: successful, fulfilled, happy. Instead, what you're feeling is empty and a void, and that there is something missing. And for people who go through this, it's extremely scary because suddenly they feel like a failure, that they're hitting a failure point, right? And all the alarms are going off. And what you want to realize is that yes, you are hitting a failure point, but the question you want to ask is failure in relation to what? So the way that I like to explain this is that imagine a fish, right? It's been born in water. It lives in water its entire life. The fish doesn't question water. Water is not a thing that exists because this is all that it knows, right? It's the same with us humans. We're born into a system. We're born into a society. We're born into a culture. And that culture and society has norms and has rules in terms of how to operate in terms of being good citizens in that system. And for us, many of us, we just follow those norms and rules blindly because that's all we know. And for many people, they do this all of their lives until you hit a crisis point. And that's where you want to start to ask yourself, what am I failing in relation to? Because this will allow you to see that you are operating in a system which up to this point you may not have been aware of, right? And this is actually an opportunity to raise your level of awareness where you can start to step out of that system and make decisions that are better for you. Make decisions that are more healthy for you, as opposed to going along with a formula that doesn't work for you. And that's the great thing about being in this space, because suddenly you're hitting up against the walls of the system, and it's like where you're boxed in. And what's missing and what's causing you to feel that void is that you are not present. And it's by asking yourself the question, instead of you putting your trust in the system, which you were, for most people, they were doing this at a very unconscious level because this is all they knew. Now that you actually can see it, and instead of putting your trust in that system, what if you put your trust in yourself? So asking yourself, if I trusted myself fully, what decisions would I make when it comes to my career? And start taking decisions from that space. Because when you're doing that, you're no longer betraying yourself to survive in a system, but you're making decisions from a higher level of awareness. And that's how you deal with the crisis so that you can start to feel more in control of your career. So I wanted to share these thoughts with you because I know a lot of people, feel this way. And I've been having a lot of conversations this week about this. And I thought it would be a good topic to talk about.